I'm getting that somebody is basing a new journey off. Somebody is basing a new journey off of an old version of an energy. That's what I'm getting. Like somebody's still assuming that somebody is in alignment with them and doing or going for the same things that they want in life. I'm getting like that's an old version. Yeah, the tower. That's an old version of somebody. They're not the same that they used to be. They're not the person they used to be. They don't bring forth the energy that they used to. They don't want the same things. They're not making the same kind of moves. I feel like something turned from genuine to disingenuous. I don't even know if that's a word for real. But like they stopped being genuine. Somewhere down the line, they stopped caring for real. They started putting on a facade. That's what I'm getting. Bitch, I know you saw that. Don't let these gnats start. You know how long I've been sitting here? You know how long I've been here all fucking day and ain't seen a gnat. Somebody's basically been pretending. Although whenever you started this connection or whatever this is, it was not pretend. They was not playing pretend. They had real feelings involved. But somewhere along the way, something happened and it's just not the same. They don't want the same things. Now that you're about to make a serious big move or a major change in your life for your journey, this person is not on board anymore and it's going to come as like out of nowhere, out of the blue. Lovers in reverse. I feel like they're going to say that they need time for self-reflection. They need time for self-evaluation, self-healing, okay? And while this might be true, I'm just getting that they were leading somebody on in the meantime. I feel like they realized, yeah, Nine of Swords, okay? They realized that even though their feelings were genuine, that there were certain worries within the connection or relationship that they didn't want to or felt like they shouldn't have to deal with or worry about. Something is giving like they want to say that the one for them would never make them question something. The one would never make them worry this way. The one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they felt genuine feelings, but at some point in time, they realized that they didn't want to worry about certain things. They didn't want to have to go through certain things. They didn't want to have to question certain things. And that's when they started to detach. That's what I'm getting. I'm honestly feeling like this could have been a decision between two people and they chose you. However, it's not like they regret their choice of not choosing the other person. They just see that this is not what they actually want for real. Not now. Not to say that they want the other person because that's not at all what I'm getting. I'm just getting that in the beginning, there could have been a decision between two people, okay? That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay. I have new information coming in. So they do regret not choosing the other person. They secretly never gave up the fight for this person or something like this. They only ever saw the best in this person, or it's almost like they only ever see good things from this person, which is making them regret their decision even more is what I'm getting. They never let go of this person or they never stopped. It's almost like watching them or entertaining them is what I'm getting. Like they could have actually been flirting and in connection, in communication with this person the whole time is what I'm getting. Damn, what the fuck? Again, they did have true, genuine feelings in the beginning, right? But then they realized that something was not what they wanted because of something that they had to worry about or question about the connection or something like this. Also, receiving this, like, they were keeping it a secret that they never lost touch with this person, okay? Why do I feel like also the communication could be telepathically? So they were secretly trying to connect with this other person that they didn't choose from the beginning, okay? They were secretly trying to find a way to crack a code. That's what I'm getting. Or send a code or signals or something like this. I'm getting like if someone were up in the tower, right? Like Rapunzel's tower and trying to communicate with someone down below. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that don't make no sense telepathically. But I'm just saying, like, there's distance, there's space or something. Like, they have not been able to connect like that. Hopefully that made sense. Like, it made way more sense in my head. Baby, we not doing this. They felt like they were being asked to forfeit too many things that they had worked for. Too many things that they desired to keep is what I'm getting also. They feel like they lack some type of rest. They can't rest well. They can't recharge very well. They don't feel like, it's almost like uncomfortability is what they feel, but from being anxious or something, like from questioning, from worrying about something constantly or something like this. And then on top of that, they didn't want to give up something that you were requesting or that was required of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things I don't personally know, but when two individuals come together officially, or like they move in together or they marry each other, there's just certain things that I think, or I feel like you would both have to kind of compromise in order to become one. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's what they didn't want to compromise. They didn't want to give up something. I don't know. They just feel like they worked too hard for it, or they feel like they were not done striving for these goals, therefore not wanting to give up on whatever it is. They didn't want to stop training so much. They didn't want to stop playing sports so much. They didn't want to get off the game like so much or something. I don't know. They just didn't want, it was something that they had been building up or working towards. That's what I'm getting. The game feel like a different story, but some people be gamers for real, so they've been giving out subtle signs for a long time is what I'm getting. They've been showing that they are not emotionally involved. That's what they've been dropping hints or dropping signs. And it's almost like the energy that they were showing this to their partner was just maybe in denial or missing the signs because they were not directly communicating this. They would change little things here and there. They would show less and less emotion. That's what I'm getting. But regardless, it's like that was being ignored. Let's go to the next. All right, this is part 2, okay? This person felt like they were being ignored even though they were not directly communicating this with their partner. They felt like their partner was overlooking all of the signs, okay? And I'm getting like, how could you not see? How could you not tell the difference? How could you ignore the fact that my feelings were just as present as yours? Like, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. Whether this is a case of pity me or not, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is how the energy felt. Okay, and the energy is now ready to come out about something. That's what I'm getting. Like, they can't take it anymore. That's what I'm getting. They feel trapped. They feel stuck. That's what I'm getting. They feel like their only hope is for like some disastrous event to take place to get them out of something. Like, the only way they're gonna get free is if the jail comes tumbling down. I don't know. That's what I'm getting though, bro. Damn. Ain't shit funny here. I just be laughing. Damn. They feel like they were tricked out of getting what they wanted. Did you trick them? I don't know. I'm not even on that side of the energy. Do you feel me? So, like, literally, that side of the energy, the partner's energy, is barely even here. It's really just this person right here. Barely even here. But it feels like I'm talking directly to you. Like, get it together. Yeah, this partner feels like they were betrayed. They feel like they were manipulated into choosing you. That came out kind of plain, but nonetheless true. They feel like they should not have to bear the consequences of something if they did not know the whole story, or they were not knowing what was expected of them beforehand or something like this. And I'm not getting that this was not discussed. So like I'm saying, like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not getting whether it's true or not. I'm just getting like this is what they feel. They feel like they regret it. They feel like they were tricked. They feel like they were manipulated into making this decision from the first part, okay? And now they feel like they should not have to bear the consequences or go through something because they wouldn't have chose this path had they known the full story. That's just what I'm picking up on. They feel like they're owed more than an apology. They feel like they're owed something back for the time and energy and things, resources, or whatever it was that they put into this connection. Because they feel as though they're leaving with a lot less. They feel like they came in with a lot. They feel like they're leaving with a lot less. Yeah, they've definitely made the decision already that they are going to walk away. But like I keep getting, like, they feel as though for it to be successful, it's gonna have to be some type of disastrous shit to happen. Like, they gotta go out, like, with a bang or something like this. Or, like, the only way out is to take a dramatic route or to do something dramatic. That's what I'm getting. That's how they feel. Not that you got them chained up and locked up now. Okay? I'm just saying, that's how somebody feel. They feel like whatever they believe in, source, God, universe, whatever label you want to put on it, is telling them to break free no matter what. They're getting, hey, calm down, but they're getting like jump. Like, if you gotta jump into water, I feel like rushing water or something like this to save yourself, then that's just what you gotta do. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. If that's what they gotta do, then that's what they're gonna do. That's what they feel. Okay? They feel like this is the only way to set them free, and this is the only way that they're being given guidance to do. Like, there's no other simpler way. That's what I'm getting. They feel very much so in control of their emotions, and they feel like they know exactly what they're doing. They feel very sure about this decision. This person also knows how to say or how to do certain things, how to act to get their way, or to get you to feel a certain way, to get you to act a certain way, to get you to do certain things. Like, literally, let me tell you what I'm actually getting for real. Somebody locked up in a room, right? And the partner only comes and lets them do whatever for a certain amount of time at the same time every day. Like, this person's a damn prisoner. That's what they feel like, okay? And they know how to play their emotions right to get you to let them have extra time or extra this or extra privacy or something like this, and they feel like they're going to play the game to where they can set themselves free. But like I said, they feel like they have to take the dramatic way out because there's no other way. They have to play a game or something like this. They have to look at this. Look what I just looked at. Like, they got to steal the key from in front of somebody who's sleeping. They have to steal a key to escape, but it's with somebody who's sleeping. That's what they feel like. They have to come up with a master plan to sneak out at some point in time and steal a key so that they can get out. That's just what I'm getting. They feel like this was a scam. They feel like this was a publicity stunt is what I'm getting. They feel like the connection is based off of a lie or based off of wrongful intentions. They were under the impression that something was real, true, genuine, authentic is what I'm getting. And then that's when they started to realize that there were other things and things that they had to question and worry about that they felt like the one should not or would not make them worry or question. That's when it all started. That's when they started feeling all this shit. They feel like they chose the quantity of something over the quality. They feel like they chose the better looking of the two, but not the smarter of the two. But really, it's not the smarter, because, you know, I only use that because it's like beauty and brains. I feel like I hear that a lot. But really, it's like they feel like they chose the fake one out of the authentic one. That's what I'm getting. Somebody could wear a nightcap, but like one, like, what is that, the Sandman? I don't fucking know, but one that has like, it just goes down, it just hangs down or something like this, but it's like velvet or something, felt. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the texture is. I don't know what that shit's called. It looked comfy. I'm getting like they feel like they've wasted enough time being brainwashed. That's what I'm getting. They also feel like they were brainwashed not only by the partner, but by everyone who was around them living in the castle with them. I'm really getting somebody locked away in a fucking room. Like, that's the visual I'm getting, y'all. So it's like by anyone else who knew of the connection or that they were even there, they feel betrayed, they feel manipulated, they feel brainwashed. They feel like they may have even talked about it. Oh, we about to end it. But they may have even talked about it with somebody who was close by or something like this and was like, oh my God, I think they're doing this and that and manipulating me, da da da. And this person was like, yeah, okay. And then just pushed them back in and locked them back up, bro. Like, that's what I'm getting, okay?